This is my treasure book / junk book for my husband's experience with the Dallas Symphony Choir for the 2024 season. They did some works that were apocalyptic, but I did a little play on words. It's apocalyptic because they also did the Christmas pops, but I have the little Dallas Symphony thing. Put my edges here, and this is a cardboard box turned into a book cover. When we were walking in Paris in September of 2023, we noticed that the Paris Symphony did the same work. It was Brahms's Requiem. So we stole the poster. Well, actually, it was the day after the concert, so we didn't really steal anything. But the poster was sitting on a street lamp in Paris, and we took it. And I love some of the facets of the poster, such as this part right here, and there's a few other aspects of that poster throughout. And here we go. So the music is my husband's handbook. And there's one piece that Brahms puts in there about his mom. So I put a picture of his mom in here with him. And then there's the stage. You can see how magnificent the Dallas stage is with a few of the stars of the show. And there's his choir director. And with a treasure book, you can glue 3 pages together. So these are all little pockets of certain aspects of the Brahms Requiem. Brahms Requiem really feels like you're ascending into the heavens and paying a visit, and you're getting coached from all those who have passed before us to the stages of time. And then there's a few pockets in here, and I included my own little theology about the end times. So there's that. I believe that, so this is that's what you feel like when the musical begins. And then with like Brahms has that third, it goes da da da. So you're like ascending into heaven. And my friend Carrie Olson came with me once to hear Stephen sing. And there's some more theology. Let's see here. Is that? Yes. There is a story of a gal that went to heaven and came back, and she wrote a book about it. It was my mom's favorite story. It's called Intramuros. So the aspect of that poster. See, they did their concert on the 22nd of September in 2023. Okay. And tells her story of going to heaven and coming back. And then my kids going to see Dad do his concert when Alex came home from college for spring. And then I used envelopes that have window. So there's my husband at the base of the stairway. So I have the one looking up the stairway. That's the staircase in the orchestra hall. And then this is the other work. This was Schmidt's Das Buch. This is written by Schmidt after World War I, when all of Europe was like practically destroyed. And he kind of goes over the apocalypse, the horses of the great apocalypse. And Bradley is the organist at the Dallas Symphony. And he gets to blast the 32-footer, which shakes the rafters. It's awesome. And I did a little theme of post-war, because the thing about this musical, it was written in the post-war times, and it talks about the 7 trumpets and the 7 horses. And so my pastor at my church actually preached on the apocalypse, and here's all the sermon notes for that. And then my husband had gone to a job thing, and they had an artist there painted his picture. So there's this. And then so what these are the programs with the concert. Now during the concert, there's this conversation between God and Johannes, and this is all in German. And John and God talking about God being the one that has all creation in his hands, and humankind has a tendency to walk away, and God's like, well, come to me and we'll get you ordered up again. And the world was in chaos because, you know, all that kind of thing. And then at the end of the concert, they're back in order again. So there's the choir. And here is the hall, orchestra hall, again. And then here's, in these brochures that they give, they have like music history. So there's history about Chopin and other artists. I have a couple of flip flops here with some journaling on it. And the view, different views. That's Stephen's notebook to learn his German really quick. He's magnificent as a husband in that respect. That's Fabio, the maestro. And then the other part of this concert, they did Wagner. And Wagner was a German who wrote about German mythology. And it's kind of like the rings that are magical that are in the Rhine River. So Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny, Warner Brothers did a spoof on Wagner's works. There's 4 pieces and they're like 4 hours each. And so what I did this pairing of Warner Brothers with the Ring, which is, so the first component of the Ring is Das Rheingold, then the Valkyries, Siegfried, and then I think it's Götterdämmerung. Anyway, so this was the magazine fold out from Orchestra Hall. And Steve and I had just happened to go visit the Rhine, like in September when we went to Paris. So that's the Rhine. So that's Stephen looking for the ring in the Rhine. Anyway, so there's this. And that's the last shot of the whole. But yeah, it's a 4-hour concert for 4 nights in a row. I mean, it's a super feat of human strength to do that concert. So there's the closure of my book, and it's kind of wide, and there we go.